Yes, bruv. Just shows, get up, put the effort in. Keep going until you reel in. So this venue needs no introduction, and we thought who better to bring than Ian Russell. The man, the myth, the legend. He's fished here a fair bit in the past, so we'll go and catch up with him and see how he's going to approach it.
Willow Park.
It's lovely.
First time you've been here, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is, and I've read a lot about it in the magazines, and you know, seen it around a fair bit, especially sort of winter water, renowned.
It is lovely, isn't it? To be fair, it is lovely. The water's up at the moment. Look how clear it is. It's looking good, mate. Now what we need to do, really, Dan, is get the rods sorted, get some bait out there, and start fishing. Well, you might actually catch a Willow Park.
Oh, I hope so. I do hope so. You've caught some good ones in the past.
Yeah, I think the most important thing now, get a little bit of food in the lake and get the rods out. Okay. First of all, we're in pegs 9 and 10, me and Dan. I've fished both these pegs before, so I know the area I want to put the rod in, and it's 16 3/4 wraps towards a certain tree out there, which is very, very tall, called a poplar, but I'm not going to tell you that. What I've got in the bucket is, at home, I have so many tubs of pop-ups that I'm not going to use, so I'll blitz them up, and it gets fish right through the layers of the water. It's up and down stuff. So I crumbed up 5 kilos of the new peppered squid from Dynamite, so put in about half a kilo of these crushed up pop-ups you can see. There's a kilo of halibut pellets, 4mm halibut pellets in there, and a whole bottle of my favourite from Dynamite, the shrimp liquid. Stirred it all in 2 days ago. It's all soaked in. It balls up almost. It's lovely. It's nice and moist, should we put it that way. So I'm not going to overdo it. I've took Mark's advice, and you're silly not to, because he owns the lake and he's here every day. Bloody full-timer. But all joking aside, I'll stick probably half a dozen or 8 bombs out. Then I'll sit back, leave it a while, get the kettle on, and sort the rods out. Is definitely a no-no on Mark's Fishery. £25 Optimex does the job. Nice little lead clip. Tail rubber's just about on. She'll come off. Ooh, there you go. It'll come off if required, should we say. But I think most of our is clear. So I don't think I've ever lost a lead here, if I'm honest with you, but we make allowances for it. Nice little £25 Optimex fluoro hook link. The water is very, very clear, and one of my favourites. Ian Russell hook baits, that's me by the way, 12mm chocolate malt. I catch so many fish on these. Cold water, which it is. And there you go, overload of crumb. So there you go, 7-8 inches of fluoro, 12mm chocolate malt, 3.5 ounce dummy bomb. Time to put it in the pond. I hope I don't mess it up. Nice, really soft there, I like that. Not on the gravel. Bear in mind most of the food is going to be in the soft. Certainly the stuff I put out this morning is in the soft stuff anyway. So 16 3/4, I'm guessing that's 7.5, maybe 8 foot of water there, and they're out there. The good thing here is you haven't got any crayfish, you haven't got any nuisance thing going on. So I know I'm usually the fastest reacting angler on the planet, but unless I see anything, they're both on chocolate malts. They can sit where they are till this evening, and then I might redo them, but I might just leave them. I say that all the time, don't I? And then I change it, but for the moment, they're out there. There you go. Well, a quick update. I've gone for a better bait, to be fair. I know Dan's got zigs out to his right. Now, I've seen absolutely nothing where I am. That's not sulking, am I? But I've gone with a better bait. I'm sticking to the bait here on the lake bed. But the fish at the moment, the ones we're seeing, are in the lee of the wind, slightly to Dan's right in the mouth of that channel. And I know he's approaching it in whatever way he certainly can, because he's a very good angler. But for now,
If they drift out, I'm sure it'll be all right, but I'm very, very confident in the area I've picked. I thought fish from this peg, from the area that I'm fishing, so try my shell on it. I'm confident.
Dan, end of day, end of play at the moment, mate.
Action packed, mate. Hasn't stopped, has it?
Do you know what though, in all fairness, we've seen a few now,
Yeah.
and we have tried. 20 minutes ago, I had two almost simultaneously right over the baited area. So obviously your confidence goes to the top.
And I think if we're seeing them and they are moving,
Yeah.
they're going to be expending energy. They've got to eat again, isn't they?
Well, I'll tell you why I think they're going to feed at night.
Because we ain't had one in the
Because
day.
they didn't feed in the... I've done that before, that one.
You have.
I've done it one before. And there you are. Oh, Willow Park in the dark. As I sort of guessed, the water's so clear. If you're going to get maybe one or two, it'll be in the dark hours, or maybe early morning. But it's 11:30 p.m. We've got our first bite. He's not quite what I expect or hope for from Willow Park, but he's a feisty little chap, covered in scales, but a common, not a fully scaled. We're going to call him 14, 15 pounds. We're getting a few little beep, 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 odd beeps and bobs on the bobbin, so it was no surprise when this one crept up to the blank off the baited area, right hand rod in the slightly deeper bit. It feels a bit deeper where the lead drops on the right, but we've got our first fish, and going to put you back now, matey, and send your much, much, much larger brother, Willow Park in the dark. £3:30 a.m. I'm going to give him 17, 18 pound. Again, he's below average, but it's a mirror. Yeah, we've got a mirror. Now, I did read all three rods when I had that last little common, because I was getting so many odd bips and bops on the bobbins. But I've been fishing at 16 3/4. I set them, might sound silly to some, but literally 16 and a half. It's only a little bit, but bang, within the hour we've got one. So I just think they were feeding a little bit shorter than where my rigs were laying, and it was worth it. That's me, hyperactive Russell, 2:30 in the morning, redoing all three rods with fresh rigs on. Paid off an hour later. Another couple of hours yet till daylight, so we'll get that one back out, and we're getting there now with the mirrors. Oh, next one, hopefully, one of these famous Willow Park fully scouts. Thank you. Well, another common. This is fish number 5, and 4 of them are commons. But how does that even work? It's definitely the little ones are out to play, because not only are they commons, they're very small commons. Biggest I had is a mirror, about a 17. The rest are little commons. Mad, isn't it? What a morning. Pouring down the rain. I've got Craig up loads of times in the night. As I said, that's number 5 now. Crazy. Morning. Busy night. Just had almost a double take, so I've got another one in the net. Bizarre. 5 fish, 4 commons in a lake full of fully scouts. How bizarre is that? But they do like that peppered squid. Been up most of the night. We've had 5 fish, but I do feel we've earned them. But I also feel we should have had one of them lovely mid-20 fully scouts. But let's pop this one back, and then I've got 2 rods to redo. Come on. There you go. Little baby. What a sight. Wow. I think we need the bivvy, the cooker, and some salopettes. See you guys in a minute.
Quite an uneventful night for me, really. Ian popped in a couple of times. He's had a few fish, and I could hear them. They were going berserk, but nothing on the bait. I kept one rod out last night on a zig though, and sure enough, about 4:45 that went, dropped back, one out, playing it, got it all the way on the edge, and I'm playing it for quite a while, ticking along, and then dink, hook pull, gutted. Fairly nice common as well, which is quite surprising in here, as Ian was saying, because there's generally more mirrors than there is commons, I believe. But yeah, so now 2 rods have gone out on the zigs. I'm waiting for the tackle shop to open so I can buy some more black foam and a few more hooks and bits. Then I'm going to tie up some more, get them out there. Fingers crossed I eventually do nick a bite, but it's a bit grey and miserable today. It just sums up my swim really. Few zig bits, mate. Lost that one, and I've made it up. It's all hoggity-poggity bits I've had in the barrow for ages, and if I'm going to commit 3 rods to it today, I've got to come and get the right stuff. Fully loaded tackle shop on site, so there's no excuses there.
Well, another bite with fat mirror. This time makes a change from a little tiny common. Got a fat mirror. We've got a fat mirror carp. A little dumpy one again. Where's the big uns? These little ones are definitely right on the munch. I did ask Craig to start doing the little singing in the rain, because he's got an umbrella. I haven't. But we've got another fish number 6. And it's another little mirror. Lovely jubbly. Bite number 6. It's nice getting them in the daylight as opposed to throughout the night. Proper little dumpy mirror. We're still missing the legendary fully scoured, which is what Willow Park is famous for. 4 commons, 2 mirrors. And I kept on to the lads yesterday because neither of them have been here. And it's just fully scoured, 25 pounders, 20. I think they think I'm fibbing. Time will tell. We've still got 24 hours. And we've had 6 bites, so there you go. Let's get him back. Another one, Dad. Come on, Craigie. We've got another one. Oh. Do you know what? When you come to Willow Park, see, when you get it right, which it's a bit ego-y, but when you get it right, this is it. You get bite after bite. This is why we come here. It's a lovely fish. Well, at the moment it looks a bit scruffy, but it's a lovely fishery. And get the feed right. I hope this is a fully scoured, so the lads can believe me. But yeah, get it right. And, you know, I put a bit of crumb out yesterday morning. I put quite a lot of crumb out just on dark, to be fair. And like I said in the night, I moved the rods out a little bit closer because, you know, the crumb, woo, you don't like it. The crumb obviously spreads out through the water column, and I think a lot of it has fallen just short of where my rigs were. So I redone them, and it's been, since then, it's been bite after bite after bite. So it's worth making the effort, even at 2 in the morning, when I'm annoying Craig to get up with his little camera and sort it out. But yeah, when you get it right on here, you can have a heyday, mate, a red letter day. That's much, much bigger. That's a very, very good fish for where we are. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm guessing he's probably a mid-20, so I will get the scales out for this one. I'm going to pop the hook link, get the rod back in play, because it's obviously going off. I've had 2 takes, but almost at the same time. I may have overestimated him at £25, but we're about to find out, aren't we? So he's by far the best yet. Let's have a little look. 21.12, Dan, yeah? Second one of a double take. 21.12. I did sort of, when I netted him, think £25. But seeing as we've had loads of little ones, I got a bit overzealous with this one, but we're still waiting on that fully scoured, but they're getting bigger. Chuffed to bits. Can't be bad. We're all wet, soaking wet, covered in mud. Loving it. Thank you. That'll do ya. There he goes. We have a little soak down there. I think now, Dan hasn't, but me and Craig have earned a cuppa. Well, get that out there. It's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since the last fish. Now, last time I put out 3 or 4, maybe 5 spums, can't remember, 3 or 4, 5, and within half an hour, it brought us a bite. So out comes the crumb bucket. The birds are going to love this because of the bits of chopped up pop-ups that are in it as well. I'm going to put out maybe 4 or 5 of crumb, then we sit back, see if we can't fire up another take. Hey. Ready? Okay, dokie. Teamwork makes the dream work.
How's it in your swim, Dan?
It's bleak in my swim. Ian has definitely got the fish on him, and he's a good angler, let's be honest. So that's why we bring him. All I'm here for is tea making duties.
End of day 2,
Ooh.
really, through the night, and we're off tomorrow morning, so. It's been a rather productive trip in this little area, hasn't it? Yeah.
It has for you, sir.
It has, mate, yeah. I've definitely been this side of where we are,
Yeah.
to be fair. He's quite a big fish, he's quite deep. I reckon he's 24s, maybe 25, but 20 more 24s. Now this is more like Willow Park in the dark. Second night, 11th fish. I've just put a 20 pounder back. I didn't want to wake Craig up for that because the agreement was unless it was a real skunker. Holding this like this, I'm going to give this probably 24, 25 pounds, and we've got the whole night ahead of us. So it's only literally 11 p.m. First bite last night was not till 12:30, so I've had 2 already, 10 and 11. So there you go. This type of fish is what Willow Park has become famous for, and who can blame it? Look at that, what a peach. Good morning, Yorkshire tea. I've literally just redone the rods, even though they were perfect by torchlight. But we've got a few more hours yet. I've not touched base with Dan yet. Just been sitting here watching with my Yorkshire tea. So I'll let you guys nip down the bank and catch up with Dan, and you'll hear me screaming if I've got a bite, or if not, maybe in an hour we'll play catch up and nip round to the cafe.
Well, good morning, if you can call it good. It is morning though, nonetheless, and I am staring down the barrel of a blank. It's been an absolute pleasure watching Ian fish as efficiently as he often does, and he's clattered it. Is he on 11 fish now, I think? And that one last night, well, that was a real peach, and that was what we'd come here for, you know, them big fillies, absolutely stunning fish. Myself, nothing to report whatsoever. Once we've done a couple of snaps for Ian last night, I stayed up a couple of hours listening. She said they were very active the night previous. Didn't hear anything, but with this wind, I probably wouldn't have unless they're sort of right on my rod tips. So this morning, got up just before light and have been watching. I've seen a very, very subtle show towards the point swim, probably about 50 yards out. So I've flipped a zig out again, and I've just brought this in, which again, I put on a fish last night. Well, I put on what Ian said was a fish last night. and I'm sure he wouldn't lie to me. And again, it coming clean as a whistle and not a sniff, so I'm just putting the fresh hook bait on. I've got a couple of hours, going to start packing up slowly. But yeah, I think this is going to be a blank. What do you do? Keep going, and you never know, something might come off. Well, we was all having a bit of a pack down, and the rod you've literally just seen me put out is pulled up tight and away. I was just saying to Ian, I don't think it's mahoosive, but because I haven't caught one, I'm very nervous. Isn't it funny how it gets you? Oh, it's on something. I don't like that. It's grazing on something. Come on, baby. Come on. No blank for me, no blank for me.
Again, watch out, look.
I'm gonna get 2 out on the deck there. Can't literally tie this quick enough now, that's the thing. But much better. Mate, I am so made up. That one's in the net. And now I'm like, right, let's try and maximise opportunities, Craig. I hit one on the way down. I hit one then.
Look at that. What a fish to end the day on, buddy. £20.5, mate. Well done, mate.
Well, how about that? £20, 6 or so many ounces. What a fish. Not only does it mean I'm not blanking on this trip, but this is what I'd heard so much about from Willows. Stunning, heavily plated mirrors. And share with my good friend Ian and Craig, absolutely over the moon. Packing up in a couple of hours, and I don't think I could have asked for a nicer way to get on the road, to be fair.
Mate,
come on, bruv.
You know what, Dan? This is why we mentioned coming here. There are so many like this in here. That is a beautiful example of a carp on it.
Yeah.
And Willow's famous for these. I mean, what's that double roll linear?
Yeah.
You're not going to get a better fish, mate. So, you know, if we rattle it up on this one, thank you to Mark and Amy for the invite. They never let us down, do they, to be fair, Dan? I know it's your first trip. I've been here a lot. But there you go.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Over to you, Dan, where you go catch.
Well, as always, if you fancy fishing here, jump on the app or the website, come down and check it out, and hit the like button. Top right hand corner, love art, you'll see all the catch reports like this. I'm going to post this. I'll probably get Ian to post a couple of these as well. But yeah, enough of the plug-in. Get down to Willows, enjoy your fishing. Cheers.